How you doing? It's been quite a while since I've been back on here. You guys deserve an update. Plus, I miss you. I really do. YouTube's been great fun for me. It's got its downside, believe me. It really does, and we'll talk about that. But first, I thought I'd give you an update of what's been going on, how I've been doing. Not good, guys. Just it's been a rough road. I'll tell you how it started. It started December 10th last year. I got real sick. I didn't know what was going on. Well, by January, my birthday, 7th of January, uh, I went to the doctor and I found out what my problem was. I had AFib. Well, atrial fibrillation is not fun. I knew about it. Never thought a thing about it. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, you got a rapid heartbeat. So what? Well, guess what? It's debilitating. It is. Especially, which a lot of people, have the same problem I did. You get atrial flutter. What that means is you don't have a normal sinus rhythm with your heartbeat. Your heart is just like it sounds. Instead of boom, boom, nice heartbeat, it's just a flutter. It's out of time. So you got two things going on at the same time. You're out of time, and it's firing too fast. Well, that makes for bad things happening. Of course, the first thing that happens, you can't drive, so you can't go nowhere. You really feel very, very bad, right down to the point where it's not really like being sick, but you just can't do anything. You run right out of wind real easy. That was my big problem. I am better now, guys. I want you to know that now, but this last bunch of months has been really rough. And I've been in and out of the hospital a bit, and it got pretty tense there. I was kind of wondering about what was really going to happen, and I'm not out of the woods yet. I know it, but I'm doing okay. I really am. For everybody that's had kind words and nice emails, messages, call me, whatever. Thank you so much. It's uplifting to know there's such great, awesome people out there. Except for a few. There's a few bad apples in every basket, isn't there? Them old sayings, there's so much to that. There really is. I got attacked by another YouTuber while I was in the hospital. Here I am busy trying not to die, and I get a freaking YouTuber hammering on me. I do, and I cussed him out. I did it proper. It could have went a lot further. In fact, if I'd have known what was going to happen, I'd have went a lot further. It once in a while, a good cussing clears the air. At least makes you feel a little better for a moment. No, it's not the right thing to do. Well, guess what? This is your knee-jerk reaction, especially when you're damn sick. Well, Mr. Bodie, he's a self-admitted amateur, and that's all he's ever going to be because quite frankly, he doesn't have the chainsaw skills that a logger would have, and that's not a knock. That's just pure fact. It's the way it is. And I'm not saying you got to be a logger to be darn good with a saw, because it's not that either. You just need time on a saw. But I was going to build him a saw. He contacted me last fall and sent me a Holtzforma 395 clone. Yeah, I says, you can send it, but I can't get till April or May. Yeah, so that went that way. Well, when I called him up in March and told him, look, I'm sick. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to be able to do what I wanted to do. Okay, so that gets into, you didn't do what you said you were going to do, Harv. Yeah, well, I'm kind of sick. And as you know, I have not been working on saws at all. Well, I am a little tiny bit now. And so he gets, apparently, in a knee-jerk reaction that I didn't want to do something for him, retaliates. And he gets mad. Okay, fine, get mad all you want. Sick is sick. That's the way it is. So he does something pretty sick. Here I am in the hospital. And I told him I'm going to just, he didn't ask. I told him, I said, I got to send your saw back, bud. Right now I can't drive. I'm really having trouble. I can't pick things up. And that is part of the course. And plus I'm getting old. I am really feeling old now. So I ended up having a heart attack, going in the hospital. In the hospital, Bodie calls me. I demand you send that saw right now. So that's the way that conversation. It ain't like he's saying, I'm telling you. It's not like he's saying. Why do we have to be so damn mean to each other, huh? Why? Why is this happening? Okay, I don't even care. I'll get it when I get it. I'm not able to right now. I am in the hospital trying really hard not to freaking die. Okay? So he's upset. I'm more upset. That's the way it is. So he has to retaliate by making some videos. Now I'm going to tell you what about this guy. He's sharp. He really is. He don't think he's a dummy. He's not. He's sharp. He knows that if you don't have abilities to make good content, that if you just create a massive amount of drama, you get views off of drama. You do. I've seen it. I don't know a lot about YouTube still. And this is part of my problem right now, is I really don't understand how people can be so damn mean to each other and lie. How can they do that? Tell untruths. The problem is, even in untruths or lies, there is a whisker of element that is fact. Somewhere. You just got to sort it out. Fact number one. When it comes to working on saws, I'm slower than death. I am. Any of you guys that know me or I've worked on your saws, it takes me a while. You know, good intentions. Is it good enough? You know, you have to have the time. Well, it's been 2 years at least that things have not been good with my health, because remember a year ago or over a year ago, I went through that bout with diabetes that was uncontrolled. Well, that really threw me for a loop. And now this. Okay, so the man got a saw back. Had lots of questions. Oh, is this even my saw? I don't want your piece of crap. Plain and simple. It's not. It's your saw. You knew it. You just wanted the drama. So you got your drama. Okay, laughs on old Harv. Okay, take it. Jason Scott. Building my 7900. Dolmar, nice saw. Well, Jason is supposed to send me. He didn't have any money. He's a logger. I felt sorry for him. And this was a few years ago. I felt sorry for him. Yeah, geez, whatever. I said, I can do something for you. I just need a saw. You know, I really appreciate. But I got no money. And all of us as loggers, we've been there. We know exactly what that's about. It's all or nothing. You're eating peanut butter sandwiches or you're eating freaking steak. This is logging. Accept it for what it is. Okay. So he's going to send me a couple saw carcasses. He's got a box full of parts. Okay, I can probably use some of it. No problem at all. So get a saw built. Never seen the parts. He never, nothing. Okay, so, okay, fine, whatever. Call him. Oh, I just haven't had the money to send him out. Been there too. Still am. I mean, this is the way of life, especially in today's world. Things are getting expensive. Shipping is really getting expensive. I'm surprised about that. Actually, I'm not. So Jason just drops off the face of the earth. He'd been moving from one state to another like a transient. And I've been trying to help this guy out. Okay. I don't hear from him. No way to call him. Cell phone don't work. His number keeps changing every 3 weeks or something for some reason. Address every 3 months, apparently. And this is my look at this. Okay, fine. Sets on the shelf. What do? You can't get a hold of the man. Well, so finally, he calls me. He gets a hold of me. Finally. after 2 years. Where's my damn saw? Oh, let's go down that road. And this is the way that one went. Okay, don't get a hold of me. Don't leave an address. Don't call me. And then you want to know why I've had your saw so long? It's your fault. Do you think that these subscribers always have honest intentions? No, some of them are con artists, the way it is. And then accuse me of frickin' building a Dolmar and sending it to Buck and Billy, and that was his. Well, guess what? I've never built a Dolmar for Buck and Billy. The only Dolmar that I've built on this channel, or even in years, worked on, was that one. So I said, okay, enough's enough. I says, you need to saw back. You know, you can't fulfill your end of what you're supposed to do. I'll keep my top end, give you your old one back, but I'll tell you what I'm going to do in the interest of having a good saw for you. No matter what, he's still a logger. I sent him a new aftermarket cylinder. I don't even know what kind it is. And piston, top end. So he's got something he can put a saw back together. And then accuse me of all this. You know what? This is what happened. This is the dirty underbelly of YouTube. You've known for a year, I've been really tired of the saw community because of the backstabbing, backbiting, the bickering, the arguing. My way is the only way. This is it. If you don't conform to what this one group of people, including Bodie, is going to do, they don't like you. And these small channels will fight amongst each other. The people who don't have channels and go to these get-togethers fight amongst each other. I hear about it all the time. You know something? You take something that you've done for a long time, and that's run saws. It should be a pure experience. It really should. The only reason I've even stayed here on YouTube is because you guys. It's the only way. And when things are good, that's the only reason I'll be back, which I am now. I will be making videos, just not as many as I used to. For a bit. Let's just see how it goes. So anyway, that's enough. Expect the drama. Don't add to it. Take away from it. Don't validate it. Just don't. It's not even worth it. Let these people play, because I'm going to tell you what I know about. The one thing I know about YouTube is if you want to ruin your channel, start getting all kinds of drama on that and hammer on other people, because you are going to gather that one mentality, that 4% of people around you that you don't want. I don't want them people here. I want you guys. That's what I want. I want you guys. Okay? So that's that. Okay, so let's talk about the outcome. What actually happened? I had the ablation. First, I had a heart attack. Ended up in the hospital. Okay? That took a bit. It was bad enough. Boy, after that, I thought I couldn't breathe first with just AFib. Oh, God. I didn't dare go to sleep. I did not. It scared me. And I finally got a little sleep because they brought me in a recliner. I could sit up. I couldn't lay down. Couldn't do it. They gave me the ablation. It's they call it surgery. It's just really a procedure. They go in with a laser with a light and a camera on it, and go up through your groin and into your heart, and they burn some nodes. Just kind of like works like a distributor cap. Well, it fixes the misfire. Well, I wake up from the surgery, and you're groggy and trying to get over that. I really couldn't. I ended up with pneumonia right now. I had pneumonia brewing. Went in, got the ablation, the anesthesia kicked it right in the butt. So that was tough. That was some tough times for me, guys. I want you to know that. That was tough. And they put me on so darn many IVs and medications. Everybody's been in the hospital. I'm not even going to bore you with all of it. It's just it was a rough go. Well, finally, the food wasn't bad, guys. It really wasn't. I was in the Heart Institute in Elmira. And the food wasn't bad. I could eat it, which at least there was that. They sent me home. Boom, right back in the hospital. Couldn't breathe. Do you know what it's like for weeks on end? Every breath you got to draw it in. You have to concentrate on getting it in and out, and it's very difficult. This is what was happening to me. So, retaining fluid, this is what happened, and pneumonia. And that took a bit to get over. I'm on so damn many medications right now, guys, I don't even eat breakfast. I'm already full in the morning. Well, even supper time, the same thing. I'm a lot of medications. This is going to be part of my life for, it might be a long time. Some of them pills I'm just going to have to be on. And, but I tire out easy. I'm better now than I've been. Every day I'm making good progress. I want you to know that. I really am. I have been out here puttering on 2 or 3 of my own saws for about an hour at a time. Today I actually woke up feeling pretty good. This has happened before. I've had days I woke up pretty good. Next thing you know, I'm running to the frickin' hospital. So let's just get through all this. Let me get back on track, and we'll pick up right where we left off. We have a lot of new things happening here on the channel. And what it is, it's stuff we always do. I just don't show it. And like these motors, which you guys kind of knew we had things going on. Anything I have to do that's very heavy, including picking up. I'm picking up the smaller saws without too much trouble, but the big ones, I haven't even bothered trying to start a saw right now. I know I can, but I can't let my heart rate get too high. It did a week ago. It got up near 100. Now it's been running 62 to 67, but I was in a panic attack. I didn't know what to do. But I'm dealing with 5 doctors. That's a lot, and 3 different facilities, plus 1 in New York City, believe it or not. And so it's a lot of doctor running. It's been a lot. The dust is settling. Now I've got more time, I hope. I don't think I got anything the rest of the week for appointments. But what I need to do is show you what my next first steps are. We've got right here on this bench since January, I've had that 95cc 372 project. I've got 2 66s. One of them's a blue saw for a gentleman that he's been waiting a while. See, this is what I told you. I am slow. I'm very slow. Okay. Now, this is another thing that I was accused of, is taking parts, stealing parts off other people's saws and replacing their OEM cylinders with Chinese. I don't use Chinese cylinders. Highway's made in Taiwan. I like a highway cylinder. I'll tell you what, if I took a cylinder off a saw, either the man gets it back if he wants it and it's a good one, which is generally the case, or if it's a junk cylinder, hey, they send him pictures, this is what you got, hey, ain't no good, plain simple. We got to use this or that. If they want to buy an OEM top end, awesome. That's not the case on these old saws. And some saws that we work on, you can't get an OEM top end. You have no choices. So you can twist a story around where it makes it look really bad. And that's been done. Unfortunately, it's going to be done more. And not just to me. I don't care how much somebody hammers on me. I do not. But you know what gets me is there's a few of these people that do YouTube or just subscribers that are into get-togethers. When they get hammered on, it really hurts their feelings and bends their nose. I feel really bad for them because this saw community should be a nice place. It should be a good place. You know why we watch YouTube? Number one, we might learn something that we didn't know. Okay, even from Bodie, you'll learn something. I'll guarantee it. and you learn something from everybody. But it's entertainment, okay? There is so much drama in the world and bad things happening in the world, okay, and wars, that we need a relief. It's worse than it has been in quite a few years. You know, we went through it before, but it's worse than it has been. So when I watch YouTube, I like the entertainment. I like to learn something. Everybody's got something to offer. Nobody does anything the same. They don't. There's similarities. So why do you get demonized because you want to do it different? I've been doing saws, just saws, for 40 years. But that was always been a very small part of my life, just like it is now. Okay? There's, everybody has a lot going on in this world. I know all you guys do. You know, you tell me about some of the things. And that's the way it is. So, if you want to watch YouTube to see hate and drama, watch them guys that create it. But don't bother me with it. I don't want it. Just don't bother me with it. It's a pretty negative thing. It really is. And but when you can't make good content, start hammering on somebody. I will promise you'll get views. Okay? I don't have to hammer on anybody. Don't even feel the want to or the need. You won't see it here. But I've got a project that we're going to start Saturday, probably. And the only way I can do it is because of Colin. I want to thank Colin and Barbara and my close friends that has helped me. I want to thank my brother. He's been awesome. One for Colin doing heavy lifting. I wouldn't be sitting here right now. I'll promise you that. And he's really been a godsend. And Barbara, honestly. And my brother. And many of you guys, too. Because you hit me up on WhatsApp or you message me. And you just make me feel good. You really do. And surprisingly, I'm really, really happy you guys are watching a lot of the older videos and keeping things kind of rolling. And I apologize for not being on before this. It just hasn't been possible. And if I take a bad turn, like can happen, and I'm nervous about it, you just won't see me for a bit. But maybe I'd get Colin to pop out and say something, you know. But I love all of you. I do, you know. And even Bodie. I mean, geez, you know, the guy's got a place. But he's got a problem, you know. And I see it. And I'm sorry for him. I really am sorry for him. To be that way. To have to twist everything. Okay, fine, do it. Do it to me. Just keep right on doing it. It'll help you get views. It really will. So, anyways, away we go. We are building a circle track motor for dirt track, local track, and we're going to find somebody's car to put it in when it's done. I'm sure we'll find somebody who wants to run a free motor, right? Now, we're going to start it Saturday, and I will be making videos. It isn't until that's a little different type of content than sitting here working on a chainsaw. It's pretty simple. These motors, first thing, everything's big and heavy, and I can't pick it up. And Colin's going to learn a lot because he is going to be doing assembly. So, and Bill Block can recognize this one. I get to sit in a chair, and no, don't do that. This is not right. That's not right. Don't do it that way. He's going to have to help me assemble that. I can sit there, tap the pistons in, but he's going to have to put the crank in. And he's going to learn. He knows a bunch of this. He's been doing this with me for a long time, but he's never actually assembled one. And so he's going to really do all of the heavy lifting for me. This is what he's been doing. Things I can't do, he's been doing it. So hopefully we get this thing built. It turns out well. We find somebody, get it in their car, get to see it race a little bit. We're still doing chainsaws. We still are. And other two-stroke tank. And we'll probably be going to events and stuff like we do occasionally, you know. But the channel's not going to change. We're going to add to it, okay? This is the plan. Well, you know how plans are, okay? I'm not going to have to ever search for content. The content's just naturally created. I do have a couple saws that aren't mine here that I promised the guys 3 months ago I'd have them to them. Well, bear with me, guys. Of course, these people have been in contact with me all the time anyway, so, because for quite a while, I've only done saws for friends. And it's going to even get lesser. I'm going to tell you what I did. I made a mistake. Year and a half ago, about 2 years ago, maybe it's a year and a half ago, I wanted to see what some of these smaller YouTube channels, see what they were doing. I wanted to get to know who's who in the saw community. I thought it'd be great fun, you know, and because there's some good people out there, and there really is. And I found a few, but I'll tell you what I found is over half of them are bad news. They'll bite you in the butt. Like a bunch of rabid dogs. They fight amongst each other. They fight with you. They want to be a friend, and then they want to freaking turn you into a mortal enemy. Well, guess what? I was warned. I was warned that this is the way it's going to be if I went down that path, and I didn't listen. I did not. Boy, my bad. I learned. Guess what I'm not doing anymore? I'm not supporting smaller channels. I don't want to talk to smaller channels. I don't want nothing to do with that mentality. There is one type of person from one region in the U.S. that's about 8 states. Every one of them so far has been bad news. You can't get in the middle of people that fight amongst each other all the time, and then don't expect to say, "Hi, how you doing?" You know, kind of like what you're doing with your. Then they start hammering on you. All of them, everyone. They stop fighting amongst each other and they'll attack you. Okay, my bad. Not doing that again. Nope. So it kind of, you know, there's a couple small channels that I got to know that I really like people, and I will continue to like them. But I'm nothing publicly. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And another thing is there's a lot about Two Strokes that really needs to be shared. I'm not sharing it. I'm not giving off any more of that. I'm going to keep this channel right where I started at. Here's the basics. You get this old junk saw that'll never run again and somebody's going to throw it out. Let's go through it. Do the best we can to resurrect it. All little tips and tricks. It's all great info. How to get into the porting for work saws. And this is where I've always tried to stay anyways. Other than some of these crazy builds like this one. But that's where it's going to be. Nope, I don't have any secrets. If you want to know how to do something that you see me doing, I'm not explaining, get a hold of me personally. I'll probably share it with you. But no, I'm not having these guys friggin' watch everything I do and then friggin' put it on their channels like it's their damn idea. No, learn the hard way. Do it the hard way. I don't care. Okay, I hope in a day or so we have another video. And like I said, thank you for all your support and all your kindness. Goodbye.